Hey there guys, this is Legend Forgotten, and I've got a real quick Mortal Kombat video for you. And this is going to be how to beast in Mortal Kombat. Now, I've been losing a lot, not lately really, but I've lost a lot of matches overall. But when I do this, it ups my chances of winning. And here's the thing, a lot of people have commented, or not commented, have messaged me and insulted me. But I'll tell you this, if you're a good player, you should easily be able to counter what I'm doing here. Okay? And I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to use Kung Lao, or Kung Lao. They call him Kung Lao. I'm supposed to be calling him Kung, though. But Kung Lao's really good with this because, I don't know why he's the first character I started doing this with. You play extremely defensively, but when they start getting too close to you, uppercut. Now, mind you, this is not my primary playstyle. Don't spam the comments talking about how bad I suck, because I really don't. You stand here like this, uppercut him. That's all you do. But it works. Throw away. See? This guy does not know what to do. See, I let go too early. Oh, he does. That's the thing, though. If you're a good player, you're going to be able to counter what I'm doing. And if you're not that experienced, then you're just going to get mad and you're going to insult me. I don't think I'm doing something that's extremely cheap. It's a little cheap, but I don't think it's that bad. Because, like I said, if you've got true skill, if you're good enough to actually beat me if I'm not doing this, then you should be able to know like your character's moves that hurt people when they're in this position. He used it once. It's where Sub-Zero's where you freeze the ground and it stuns them and you can attack them then. Alright. Oh. Wants to copy me, huh? Okay. See, that's all I'm going to do. He's on the ground. He's trying to do what I'm doing. He's like, hey, it's working. Well, this is hurting him, so... Oh. This is too bad. Ow. But this is interesting. This is actually one of the first people I've seen to actually counter me. And he got an X-ray off on me, but it's not too bad. I should be able to take it in two. I'm just going to start doing what I was doing before. Except for I'm using my X-ray now. Surprise! And that's it. And I'll be honest, I'm starting to win all kinds of matches with Kung Lao. And that's just an honesty. I screwed up on the X-ray, but I know it. And Kung Lao's one of my favorite characters now. He's a beast. He wants a rematch. I'm hoping he sends me a message saying, pussy or something like that, getting mad. If this works with any character, I'll use, I don't know, I'll use Johnny Cage. Watch. Okay, he's going to use Kung Lao because he realizes that Kung Lao is a beast. That's all you do. And, like I said, before you start spamming the comments, you suck, man. You have no right to be playing Mortal Kombat. Go watch some of my past Mortal Kombat videos. I'm not a mega beast, but in my past videos, I don't do that crap. This is just a quick thing showing you, if you've been in a slump, how you can get out of it. This is how you do it. This is it. This helps you out so much. I realized that a couple of days ago. Yeah, I think I realized it about yesterday. I started using this technique a couple of days ago when I was playing my friend LJ, and he kept on attacking me. And when I did this, I ended up winning a lot of them. So, and this works online because if no one sees it coming, then they don't. And this actually can count as being defensive. I'm playing conservatively. But it's when I was with Kung Lao, I just spamming the hat when he was... Because like I said, the difference between me and other morons that may do this a lot is that I'm good with these characters. Alright, before you spam, you're watching right now with Johnny Cage. I can kick some booty. Now if I'm playing against a pro player, I couldn't or anything, but I can kick some booty with Johnny Cage. So I think I've got a pretty... I guess I'm just trying to defend myself, really, but... the fact is, I can't actually win matches normal without guarding, doing this technique. Okay, it's toward, way down, X. So if that makes any sense, I could still win matches without guarding, like there. I didn't really do my technique that much, but I've played against some people who are like 400 and 200 for their ratio, and I've done that technique and I've beaten them. There was this one guy, last night I was fighting him. I beat him about 6 or 7 times in a row doing that exact technique over and over and over again. He wants to fight me again. Who should I be? I'm risking losing with this, but I'm going to try Raiden because I like Raiden, but I'm not that great with him. So, I got one combo that does about 20% damage or so. And for me, you know, that's a pretty good combo. I want all my best characters, I want to have a good 20% damage combo with them or so. Okay, he's going to be Smoke. This is going to be even tougher for him because I'm just going to do this. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, you crackerjack. So there's the counter to his ground move. I'm going to do a... I love that because people like Smoke pretty much have to rely on the teleport. When I see Smoke, it's typically someone who's spamming the teleport option. And when that's true, see, like there, I was just like, you know, caught up in the moment to realize it. But as you can see, I'm going to win. He's not going to beat me here unless he goes, unless there's like some hidden power within him. Oh man, X-ray. Maybe I'll lose this one. Yeah, but here's the thing, guys. I lost that round, but the main reason is that 1, I'm not used to Raiden, and 2, I got carried away and I stopped doing my technique. But uppercuts do about 12% damage, I believe, like for each character. I don't know if it varies at all or not, but I know for most characters it does 12%. X-ray back. But with that 12%, you know, I can do that just sitting there blocking and not really taking any damage myself. Is it kind of cheap? Yeah, but can it easily be countered? Sure. If you don't know your character that well, then no, you can't really counter it. But if you know your character, you know, he's losing. Oh, nuts. Okay, I was blocking. And, oh. Die. No! He beat me with Smoke, so that was me using Raiden. I didn't really block that much. But, if you watch the first couple rounds where I was really using this technique, then you'll notice that it works well. Because he just beat me with Raiden, but I kicked his butt. He's obviously a big, fat, you know, wiener because he's been kicking my butt. He just kicked my butt for the first time. I kicked his about 2 or 3, and he quit. So that shows you that he just wanted to say that he beat me and leave. But that was when I abandoned the technique. And that's not even really that good of an excuse. I told you before the match, I'm not really used to Raiden. But I also abandoned the technique a lot. I used it some, but not a lot. But I'll give you instances when you can use this technique. 1, if you've been suffering a lot of losses and your ratio's down and you just want to get it up, just go on a match, use this technique. Note you ground block until they get close to you, and after they complete a combo in front of you and they're vulnerable for that, I don't know, half a second, you uppercut. That does a lot of damage, and it's very easy to do. And if you want to, you know, and you stand in front of them, if your X-ray is a physical move, you wait for him to attack you and use your X-ray, because unless you're not going to be using this technique a lot throughout the match, you use your X-ray every time you can. Because the point of this technique is to deal damage while taking as minimum damage as you can take yourself. And that's really where this technique shines. Now, you also use it, I forget what all instances I said. I know I said it when you need to, like, when you've been suffering and when you need to pull your ratio up, or if you just want to. Me, my ratio is below 1, and I just like to get it up to 1 before I start, really, going all out and hardcore, trying to just work on combos and stuff. I've never had a 1 ratio, but I've been getting much better at this video game. But, so I said 1, if you want to pull your ratio up. 2, if you're playing someone who's better than you. And I think this is what I'm talking about. I've been in the instance in the past 24 hours several times where the match starts and this guy's all over me, not getting off my back, and he's just kicking my butt. What do? I crouch block, just to call it that. Ground block, whatever you want to call it. And, they can't really do anything because they know their character's moves, but they're not thinking straight after that, because unless you're playing a friend or something and you knew they were going to do that, if you're playing someone online and someone does something like that, you don't see it coming, so you have to think fast. And a lot of people can't do that. So a lot of people see that and they're like, oh crap, what do? And they don't try and realize what move they can use to counter your ground block. Instead, they just try and keep on punching you, expecting you to release your block or something and take damage. Here's the thing, it takes time to do this. Okay? You saw several times during this video, I let go right quick to try and do my uppercut, but they weren't done with their combo and they hit me. Or I just got timing off. If you're timing it right, you shouldn't take more than half damage in every match. Now, mind you, if you're up against a very good player who's very skilled in this and they know how to counter it, then you're pretty much screwed. But if you're up against a player who's won a lot because they're very physical, but they're not really into their character's moves that much to know right off the top of their head what they need to do. If they're not, experienced in this field of turnarounds or unexpected surprises, then you're going to have a huge advantage. And a lot of times in the past 24 hours, that's ended up with me winning. I could keep on fighting right now, but I don't know. I just don't want to search for a match while I'm explaining this because I'll get distracted. But that's really it. Do not spam the comments again calling me a noob. Watch my, 20 other or 30 other Mortal Kombat videos. You'll see none of those I've ever used that technique before. I really don't think I've ever used it up until the past, day or so. So again, don't spam saying, dude, you suck, man. Why are you so bad? Do I spam? I don't really spam, but I do recycle the same moves a lot. But the thing is, I'm so obviously doing it that you really have no excuse but to blame yourself for not being better to counter me. But that's the thing, y'all can spam about me recycling moves a lot all you want, but I can just say, a good player would be able to kick my butt easily, and they have before. But I'm just sort of noobish at this game. I'm trying to get better, and I think overall I have been. I've gotten some really good combos lately, and as you watch me, the first Mortal Kombat video I made, which was the first video for this channel, was actually the day I got the game. That was like day 1. So really this channel's been watching my progress, and watch my video day 1 and watch me now. I've gotten a lot better at this game, and I'm going to keep getting better. So yeah, that's really it. Please leave a comment telling me what you think about the tactic. Again, I'm not using it all the time. And I do suggest you don't use this unless you can actually kick people's butts, because, you saw me with Johnny Cage. I abandoned that technique a lot with him too, and I can play as him. I use that technique, yes, but I'm good at the game. I can, turn my back around and do combos on people. If you can't do that, then yeah, it's kind of cheap. But if you're good at the game, then I don't think it's that cheap, because they should be able to counter it. But yeah, leave me a comment telling me what you think. If you have any more suggestions about how to do this better, let me know. This has been Laser Forgotten, and I'll talk to you guys later.